Si quieres subtítulos en español, recuerda buscarlos en los subtítulos de YouTube que automáticamente se van a generar para que puedas disfrutar este video en tu idioma preferido. This is Naco, one of the most famous sectors here in the city of Santo Domingo. It's obviously one of the most luxurious, high-end places to live in, and that comes along with beautiful high-rise buildings, wonderful homes, people with very, very nice cars, and a lot of money. But did you know not everyone around this area is that way? Well, I'm going to show you a little secret that Naco is hiding. Right in the middle of Naco hides La Yuca. It's a small little neighborhood and it's completely different than what I described that Naco is. La Yuca is a quaint little neighborhood composed of more lower status homes of people that don't have such economic means. You can actually see by the images the difference between the little tiny shabby houses in La Yuca and the high opulent buildings of Naco. It's incredible that this small little neighborhood hides in between such a luxurious and rich people neighborhood, and I'm gonna tell you exactly how that went down and how people in Naco feel about La Yuca, and vice versa, how people in La Yuca feel about living right in the middle of one of the best sectors in the entire Dominican Republic. So if you're interested in getting to know this little barrio, this little town of La Yuca, just come along. To get to La Yuca, first you have to pass by the opulent sector of Naco, and as we get there, let me explain to you how Naco was actually born as a neighborhood. Well, around the 1960s, an architect that was well known in town decided to start making apartment buildings in this area where there were very few lots and very few houses. It was such the case that those little houses were even abandoned in a city perspective. They didn't have very good services, like local services such as trash pickup. So there's an old letter that was written to the mayor, the city mayor in the 1960s, saying that those houses needed more of attention from city officials. Isn't that funny? Now that Naco is in Naco the way we know it, there is no way they are lacking in any type of city attention. They have electricity, power, water, everything they could need, because this is where the money is. The people of Naco are lacking nothing at all. As we get ready to enter La Yuca, please note the stark difference between this modern apartment building in the corner, and then all of a sudden you get something very, very different. You entered El Barrio. This is La Yuca, and its inhabitants are actually very proud to live here because they benefit from the fact that they have such a central location. They are in the vicinity of all the commerces and awesome things that Naco has to offer, but also they get all public services guaranteed because of their location. So they are very, very happy people. There are apparently 200 families living in 7 lots here, and they also are very proud of the fact that there are no gangs, there's no violence. They seem to everybody know each other, and it's a very, very peaceful community as far as they are communicating it. So apparently there is no risk by people from La Yuca being so close to such a high-end and luxurious space. Everybody seems to get along. And I also read in a newspaper article that people from El Barrio La Yuca actually get very easily jobs from the people of Naco because they are so close by. So people from El Naco actually benefit as well from having this barrio close by because they can find cheap labor, any handyman to do some work, possibly somebody that knows about plumbing or electricity. They have colmados they can call. And so I'm not sure. You comment down below. Do people from La Yuca benefit more from being close to Naco? Or do people from Naco actually benefit from having this little point barrio next to them? This is so interesting. As we get in, I'm doing a drive-through right now of La Yuca. You can see even though it is so small, it does have every single little thing. They have little bancas, which is like a sport betting place. They have salons, they have colmados, they have churches, and everybody seems to live in peace. You can see the little boys here at the end. They're playing in a healthy way. It doesn't seem to be any violence or gang related movements over here, and that's what everybody says. So apparently La Yuca married with Naco. It's a pretty good symbiosis, guys. I am so ready to read your comments down below on this regard. Now to answer the question you all may be thinking of. How did this small little barrio end up in the middle of Naco? Well, let me tell you, and to my surprise as well, La Yuca was actually here before Naco started being built. So in the early 1960s, there were a few little houses here in this side of the city, and all of a sudden people started coming, relations and family members started moving in, and they actually had a lot of yucca plants planted in this area. So this is why this place is called La Yuca. It was so much yucca that one of the founders of the neighborhood actually told people to not let it go to waste, to eat yucca morning, day, and night. And it was just so much yucca that they had to slowly started cutting it down to make the houses. But there you have it. That is why La Yuca ended up with Naco right in the side of it. So basically, La Yuca came first and Naco came second, and that was a surprise for me. I thought it was actually backwards. So now we have a small little walkthrough of La Yuca. Like I said before, this has everything anyone could want, like in terms of availability of things. So they are close to supermarkets, close to clinics, close to everything opulent Naco has to offer. But also these people live in harmony and very well established here in El Barrio. So guys, this was a very short video on this little weird thing that's going on in Naco. Not everybody is rich in Naco apparently, because then we have people from La Yuca living here. And I would love to know all your comments below. Have you been here? Did you know about this? What are your thoughts? So this is me signing out, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.